We have several different pieces of literature for the 2010 CODA conference. It's the 20th anniversary of CODA, so please try to make your plans to come down and celebrate 20 years of conferring. In the packet, there are several different pieces. The CODA conference is going to be sponsored by Georgia Made, Georgia Grown, LLC, which is my company. And I have worked with the state of Georgia, the Department of Economic Development, the Tourism Foundation in programming the Creative Economies Initiative for the state. It became an official state initiative in 2007, which was a giant step forward for us. The other two co-hosts are going to be the City of Savannah Cultural Affairs and SCAD, the Savannah College of Art and Design. The Savannah College of Art and Design started about 20 years ago, and they went around the city of Savannah buying up historic buildings in quite a few states of disrepair. When they started repairing the buildings and refurbishing them for the various schools, they accidentally or on purpose took on the start of the remaking, the remodeling, the refurbishment of downtown Savannah. There are 60 some odd buildings that Savannah, the SCAD people own and have schools of education in. This map in your packet is a facilities map. In one of the tours that we will be taking of Savannah will be a tour of the furniture, a tour of the fiber, and a tour of the jewelry departments. And these are really, really cool departments. I got to go on the same tour in July. I loved it. I think that you will be very excited about how SCAD helps its students learn techniques and the way that they teach the history and the techniques. But the good thing about this is they bring professionals in from each one of the industries who actually show them the business that they can get into. When you graduate from SCAD as a student, you will have a portfolio of your work. You will know how to present it to industry. You will know what is required if you want to start a business of your own. This is something that's truly remarkable, and I want you all to really enjoy learning how this set of individuals has set up and promoted this idea at SCAD. Another thing that you will have in your another two things that you'll have in your packet are the Savannah Quarterly. Now, this is the Savannah Quarterly of the cultural events for Savannah for this quarter this year. Well, many of the events also come next year this time. So you'll see the Savannah Music Festival and all sorts of different cultural activities on schedule this year, and it will translate fairly easily to next year. And then the Savannah Visitors and Welcome Center sent us along this particular book that gives you some information about attractions, cultural heritage venues, restaurants, nightclubs, all kinds of different galleries, really cool things. So I want you to look through this book, get all excited about coming to Savannah, and then come join us in Savannah April the 6th through the 8th, 2010. Thank you. Oh, okay. One of the tours, and I don't know whether it's going to be the day before or the day after, Savannah, as everyone knows, is near South Carolina, right there on the coast, almost to South Carolina. Along the coast of Georgia, we have many indigenous people that are called Geechee, and Geechee people are descendants of the slaves who came over before the state was organized. And these slaves were brought over to work the indigo, cotton, and rice plantations along the coast. Many of these people have lived here there all their lives, and they have all kinds of really neat cultural heritage tours. We're going to get to go on a cultural heritage tour by a Geechee person who is a performer. We will listen to performances. They're called, poets are not called poets anymore. They're called artists of the spoken word. We're going to go see a folk artist. We're going to go, we hope, over to Sapelo Island and see some doll makers and candy makers and have a Geechee lunch. So that is something that will be an added attraction to the conference next year.